my piece. So here I am looking crazy again. Full brows, full face, nothing on the eyes. I wanted to demo the Dolce Vita palette. I know I told you I would try to recreate a similar look to what they did at Charlotte Tilbury. So we're going to try to do that today. It might not be exactly the same, but we're going to just play with this palette that she put on my face. I still coughing. What was I going to say? There's something else I wanted to tell you guys. I haven't had a chit chat video in a while, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring you guys in a tiny bit closer and we're just going to get started. Okay, so this is the Dolce Vita palette here. It is really tiny. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can show you for comparison. I mean, so like this is a NARS Audacious lipstick. The lipstick is taller than the palette, so the palette is really teeny tiny. I keep mistaking it. I have it in like a bag back there with everything else that I need to get through filming for you guys, and I keep mistaking the blush for the palette. So this is the palette right here, and the way that they have on the website that you go through it is sort of in a clockwork, a clockwork type way. So you start with this all over, then you can put this in and this and this, and you can go from sort of like a daytime to a more smoky evening type of look. I told her that I wanted to go sort of all out, so that's what we did. And I'm going to try to, as much as possible, put that back on my face. So I'm going to start with this white color and my 217 and put that all over my eyelid. This shade is supposed to work as like the priming shade for your eyelid. So I didn't put a primer on my eyelids today because the shade is supposed to do that. It is quite light, like I don't know if you can tell, it's not really adding too much color, but it's just supposed to sort of even out any redness, any of those veinings, any of that kind of thing. And then what I've also heard is that she is responsible for the way that the Tom Ford palettes are set up. So if you notice with any of the Tom Ford palettes, they're quite similar in the way that the quads are constituted, with like a shimmer and a matte and like a crease color and all that kind of good stuff. So I heard, I forget who of my lovely friends told me this, but I heard from them that she was the one that launched the Tom Ford palettes in that way, or helped sort of contribute to the idea, and then she's taken it and done it with her own line, which is awesome. I am then, why do I not have a crease brush? Who the heck knows? I'm going to take this reddish color and I think I'm going to take my 239, because I know that she started by running in the crease, but I'm pretty sure it ended up all over my eyelid. So we're going to start in the crease with this reddish color and then probably run it down a little bit. This might be my favorite kind of, I have like a whole bunch of different colors, like eyeshadows in that color, because I just love these sort of reddish burgundy colors. They're so warm and cozy, and I'm all about that. Does anyone else? You guys have your favorite colors? I know some people love browns, some people love purples. Who else has, like, recently noticed that there's one color that they have, probably from every makeup brand they've bought a color, or like a shadow in that color. Anyone? Okay. So I did run some of that reddish color underneath my eye too. I managed to poke myself in the eye, have runny eyes, it was a whole disaster, had to put more concealer on. Anyways, in case there's no usable clip of me putting it under my eyes, I just want to tell you that I ran it with my same 239 under my eyes. Okay, we are then going to take this brownish color on an angled Real Techniques, what is it called? Angled shadow brush. I am sort of obsessed with this brush. I've been loving doing sort of like a bigger cat eye type of look, and this brush just helps me do it so effortlessly. And so I can link the review I did on this whole set down in the description box, but I honestly have been getting, actually I was gonna say it's worth getting it just for this one brush, and it definitely is, but I will also say that there's a I think they call it an eyeliner brush. It's just a little tiny angled brush. I've been using that for my brows, and it's just because of the duo fiber in it, it picks up just enough product and not too much, and so those two brushes alone make the whole kit worth it, honestly, in my opinion. If you guys have been around for any amount of time, you know that I'm usually a face brush girl. Like, eye brushes aren't necessarily my thing, and so the fact that I love the kit for the eye brushes says something amazing about the eye brushes. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to do is with this shimmer color, I'm just going to use my finger and pop that on to sort of the inner half to inner third of my eye. But do you guys see how amazingly pigmented and beautiful and shimmery that is? Something I didn't know, because I'm usually all about using just brushes on my eyes, but something I didn't know and that I've been trying to do more of recently, you know, like the MAC pressed pigments, you're actually supposed to use those with your fingers, and I found that any kind of glittery shade like this one, which looks to me a lot like a MAC pressed pigment, if you do use your fingers instead of like a brush, you just get so much more glitter and more shimmer. You have to say the words glitter and shimmer in that voice, or else it's not quite as powerful. It just lets them pop a lot better. So yeah, I'm going to get really close to a mirror. I'm not wearing contacts today because I want to put some black liner in my eyes. So I'm just going to make sure that the glitter is even, pop on some liner and mascara, and then come back and show you the finished look. This is the finished look. Comes up. What do you think? I feel like I need to like stop and be all pretty. But it's so not natural of me to sit like that and be like, oh look, but I feel like I have to sit at least stable enough that you can actually see what happened. So I added some gel liner, a bunch of mascara, and some black liner. My eyes are watering, and I've cleaned up under my eyes like 3 times already. So today is a day where my eyes do not want to cooperate with filming. But yeah, this is the finished look, and it's a palette I really have been adoring. Let me know which are your favorites from her line, which should be the next one I go and play with. But I like randomly hear shouting outside my door, and I'm like, is that someone? Because there's a play school and there's also like a pub, and so I'm always like, is it kids playing? Is it like play fighting? Is it a real fight? Anyways, I think they're okay. They've stopped screaming. Anyways, for the millionth time. Yeah, I really like the palette. Let me know which are your favorites from the line. Wanted to demo it quickly and show it to you guys in action. And yeah, I'm going to zoom out and do some points of positivity. So my first point of positivity is Miss Andrea. I connected with her recently, a fellow Calgarian, and so while I've been far away from home, it's been really great to chat with her. And she sent me like a virtual chicken noodle soup the other day, and I don't know, it's just been, it's nice to get to touch base with home a little bit that way. She has a really cute Instagram that I will link down below to check it out, but if you're watching, hey girl, thanks for making me feel a little bit at home. Every time you ask for recommendations on where to shop or all that kind of good stuff, it's just fun to feel, you know, connected to the city. And then my second point of positivity is I finally got my butt out to Winter Wonderland. It's like a big, I tried to describe it to someone the other day, I had a really hard time. It's like an outdoor festival type thing. Like there are rides and carnival foods, and it's all sort of winter themed and like snowy. It's fun to see pretend snow. People get all excited. I'm like, no, you don't know snow like I know snow. But it was just fun. I've just been trying to pick my times because it gets super busy. So tried to head over there when it wasn't crazy. It was still crazy, so we only went on a couple rides, had some fries. It was fun, and it was good. And then my third point of positivity is I am heading out for afternoon tea tomorrow, for real this time. Last time I told you we were going, and then we didn't get to go, and it was a bummer because I was sick and all that kind of gross stuff. But this time, for real, hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, it's gonna happen. And my favorite place has been Fortnum and Mason. It seems just like grown up, like little kid playing tea. You know what I mean? Between the colors and the setting, it doesn't feel stuffy, but it feels really fun and sort of dress up-y and all that kind of good stuff. So fingers crossed. I will either Instagram or maybe I'll try to vlog a little bit. We'll see what happens. But I just want to show you guys what all the fuss is about, hopefully. Anyways, that is what's bringing me sunshine today. Let me know, as always, what's been bringing you guys some smiles and happiness recently. But Floof is back. Before I like go on a crazy rampage and try to attack it all, I'm gonna wish you guys a good day. Thank you as always for stopping by, and I can never leave you without reminding you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys.